5 incredible Celtic wins over Rangers. Celtic 2, Rangers 0, the 2009 League Cup final. The old rivals would meet in March of 2009 for the first trophy of the season at Hampden Park, and extra time would be needed with neither side able to break the deadlock after 90 minutes. It was Celtic who was celebrating though after the first minute of extra time, with Darren O'Dea rising highest to loop a header over Alan McGregor, following a sublime delivery from Celtic's resident free kick taker Shinsuke Nakamura. Rangers were unable to get themselves level, and the game was killed off in the final minute when Aidan McGeady raced down the flank and into the box, only for the struggling Kirk Broadfoot to wipe him out and receive red. McGeady would make it 2-0 from 12 yards, giving Celtic the League Cup and stopping what would have eventually been a treble-winning season for Rangers. Celtic 2, Rangers 0, the 2015 League Cup semi-final. When Rangers were liquidated in 2012, the future of the old firm was in doubt, with the two Glasgow Giants leagues apart for the foreseeable future. The rivalry would be renewed though in 2015 when the pair were drawn against each other in the semi-final of the League Cup. The pressure was on the Hoops. They were the big dogs of Glasgow now, with Rangers sat in the second tier. It was a pressure Ronnie Dyler's side dealt with though, taking an early lead through Lee Griffiths. The game was put to bed after half an hour after trademark Chris Cummins strike made it 2-0 on a shocking Hampden Park pitch. It was a game Celtic were expected to win, and win they did, tasting victory in the first Old Firm for almost 3 years. Celtic 5, Rangers 1, September 2016. With Rangers finally back in the Scottish Premiership, fans could now look forward to regular Old Firm clashes, with only 2 cup ties taking place during the Teddy Bears' time outside the top division. While Rangers had been scrapping to return, Celtic had been dominating, and this was the first glimpse of the beast Celtic have seemingly become under Brendan Rodgers. Moussa Dembele stole the show, netting a hat-trick on his first Old Firm appearance in the absence of last season's top scorer Lee Griffiths, with Scott Sinclair and Stuart Armstrong also getting on the scoresheet in the 5-1 hammering, while Scott Brown came out on top with the much talked about duel between himself and Joey Barton. The first league game in 4 years between the two clubs saw Celtic dominate, much like they have done since 2012. Celtic 5, Rangers 1, November 1998. The back end of the 20th century was pretty rough for Celtic, having to witness Rangers win the Scottish Premier Division 9 years in a row between 1989 and 1997. They ended that dominance the following season and went into the 98-99 campaign as the defending champions for the first time since 1988. Despite winning the league previously, Celtic were already 10 points adrift of Rangers when the two met in November, with the Hoops hardly expected to turn up and beat their rivals. They did that and more though, hammering Rangers 5-1, with braces from Henrik Larsson and Lubo Moravcik making it 4-1 before Mark Burchell put the cherry on top of the icing on the cake in the final minute. Celtic 6, Rangers 2, August 2000. There's no better way to establish yourself as a new manager at Celtic than a win over Rangers, and that's exactly what Martin O'Neill did back in the year 2000. The new millennium would see a revival at Parkhead, and it began with this incredible victory. Everyone's favourite pundit Chris Sutton would score 52 seconds into his Old Firm debut, and the Hoops would be 3 up within 11 minutes after goals from Stilian Petrov and Paul Lambert. Having missed the 4 Old Firm derbies the previous season, Henrik Larsson marked his return to the fixture with a world-class chip, followed by a fantastic header, with Chris Sutton bagging his second and Celtic's 6th in the 90th minute. Rangers would win the next derby 5-1, but they were powerless to stopping Celtic winning their first treble since 1969. So those were our 5 incredible Celtic wins over Rangers. Let us know your favourite in the comments below if you're a Celtic fan. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.